أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم تدعون نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تسي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم وما أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and everlasting God, our Alpha and Omega, thank you for waking us up to witness yet another awesome day. It is by your grace that we are alive. We are grateful, Lord. Bless us spiritually, physically, and materially as we journey on each day. Strengthen our faith to trust in you alone. Without you, we are nothing. Keep watch over us and our families. Cover us under your divine canopy. And may the blessings of this day be ours now and forevermore. Amen.
Good morning, Madam Witness.
Morning.
Okay, please stand here and then face the camera. Good morning. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters.
Thank you.
What is your religion? Can you speak into the mic?
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
In English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
An affirmation.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Can you use your right hand? Raise your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Aminata Ndongo,
Aminata Ndongo,
do solemnly,
sincerely,
and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have been able to hand over the witness to proceed.
Good morning, Madam Ndongo. Morning. Good morning, Mom. You are welcome. Thank you. Cancel you may profit.
Good morning, everyone. Can you please tell us your name?
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is AMINATA NDONGO.
Your address?
Kuntaur area. I'm from Kuntaur, but now in Farato.
You work for Kuntaur Area Council?
Yes, I worked for Kuntaur Area Council.
You used to? You don't work there?
Yes, yeah, I've been transferred
to
Brikama Area Council.
And when was that?
The 5th of November this year.
This year?
No, sorry, last year.
All right.
204, yeah.
Okay. Do you have your appointment letter for Kuntaur Area Council?
Yeah, I did. I do.
When were you appointed?
2008.
In what position?
As a secretary.
Right. Let me please have your appointment letter. Were you confirmed at any point?
Yes, I was confirmed and also went through the ranks and I did everything.
Yes, you can just explain to the commission your progression in the administration sector.
Excuse me?
You said you rose through the ranks.
Yes, sir.
Can you please explain that? The positions you occupied.
Yeah, in 2008, I was a secretary, but in 2019, after my trainings, I was moved to the finance. They call me the financial accounting assistant, but they call it computer financial accounting officer.
Yes.
Where I do the postings, that all the vouchers, I do the postings there, because then the finance there was no one that was literate in terms of computer. And then after my training, I was later deployed after the new CEO came as the admin officer. That is 2001. I was the admin officer. After my master's, then the service commission, local service commission rather, promoted me to the principal admin officer. That was in February 2004. Then after I request for transfer, and then I was promoted to Brikama Area Council as the acting director of admin, which I'm managing now.
Very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything?
Pardon?
Do you want to add anything? I think I heard you by saying something, but let's have the documents in relation to your appointment and your promotion as well.
Yeah. Principal admin. That's my original copies. Yeah.
We apply to tender the following documents from the witness. The first is the temporal appointment letter The date is 14th of October 2008. The second is the confirmation of appointment as secretary, 3rd March 2009. We have the upgrading to the position of computer financial recorder, Kuntawood Area Council, 11th January 2012. Redesignation to the position of administrative officer, 12th January 2021. Appointment on promotion, 26th January 2024. So these two, I will return back to you. Your appointment to
Brikama Area
Council, because the mandate stops in the year 2023.
Okay.
We apply that this aforementioned documents be entered into and marked as exhibit accordingly.
Thank you.
A letter dated the 14th of October 2008 with reference KTR/9/CT/volume 1, addressed to Aminata Ndongo, Kuntaur of Town, Kuntaur CRR, with the caption temporal appointment. The letter is signed by A.M. Drame, Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Governor CRR, Chairman, Kuntaur Area Council, Acting Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 3rd of March 2009 with reference KTR/1/GPPA/volume 1, addressed to Aminata Ndongo, Acting Secretary, Kuntaur Area Council, with the caption confirmation of appointment as Secretary. The letter is signed by A.M. Drame, Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Governor CRR, Chairman, Kuntaur Area Council, Acting Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 11th of January 2012, addressed to Aminata Ndongo with the caption upgrading to the position of computer financial recorder, Kuntaur Area Council. It is signed by Nafan Sudabo, Chief Executive Officer, Kuntaur Area Council. It is copied to the Governor CRR, Chairman, Kuntaur Area Council, Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. And the letter is addressed to Mrs. Aminata Ndongo, and it is from the Chief Executive Officer. It is dated 12th of January 2021. It has the subject designation to the position of Administrative Officer. It is copied to the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, Chairman, Kuntaur Area Council, Director of Finance, Director of Planning and Development, and a file copy is maintained. These documents are admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KTRC/AM/001.
As the Commission pleases. Now, can you guide us through your educational background?
Yes, please. I attended Kuntaur Primary School from 1990 to 1995. Then to Brikama Junior Secondary School. I did my senior secondary school in Bottrop, Pinadov Bottrop Senior Secondary School. Then I went for an IT course in Brikama Business College. From there, I did my management studies in the Management Development Institute from certificate to postgraduate level. And then in 2021 to 2023, I pursued my master's at Subjico in management.
Very well. Very impressive.
Thank you.
You recall giving a statement to the investigators on the 7th of March 2024?
Yes.
We'll ask that you be given a copy or a duplicate of the original so that you can go through it.
Yeah, this is my statement.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Aminata Ndongo. The date is 7th of March 2024. It is signed by the witness and identified accordingly into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
Some attachments in the statement. Let me hand it over to you and see whether you can you please let him check the attachments. The statement dated the 7th of March 2024 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/KTRC/AN/002.
As the option places. Now, as well, in 2018, what was your position in council?
I was a secretary then.
Secretary.
Yeah, in 2018. Yes.
And when did you assume the role of a principal admin officer?
2021.
Now, as a secretary, what was your role?
Then we do the clerical work, that is typing, doing the photocopying of correspondence and receiving of correspondence for the CEO. Then that was our role.
Now, as the admin officer, how would you describe your function?
As the only admin staff with the CEO, I do help him in the administrative work, that is doing sometimes writing the correspondence on behalf of him, and also receiving some of this correspondence and response to them, and as well deputize him in some of the meetings and chairing meetings on his behalf when it's necessary. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how many committees do you have in council?
3.
Can you please name the committees?
You have the finance committee, the development committee, and the establishment committee. And now they have an audit committee as well.
Now, as and when?
as in before I left as a principal admin officer.
Is there any reason why there was no audit committee?
Yeah, it was asked from one of the PFM reviews we had with Ministry of Finance
Yes.
that there should be an accounts committee or an audit committee, they call it. So that was the reason why they established.
Now, the three committees you've mentioned, were they very effective as the time you were there?
As an admin officer or the...
No, as at the time you were there as an admin officer. These
Yes.
three committees you've mentioned, were they very active?
Well, I can only speak of in the committee that I was scribing for, that is the establishment committee.
The committee that you were what for?
As a scribe, the secretary.
Scribing.
Yeah, I was scribing for them. Yeah.
Very well. But as the principal administrator or admin officer,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know whether the other two committees.
They do have meetings, but I'm not part of it. They do have their regular meetings.
Regular meetings.
Yes, they do have meetings.
But which of the committees were you the secretary for?
The establishment committee.
Okay. And how effective is this committee?
It's effective because they are doing their responsibilities. That is, taking care of the affairs of the human resource, because that's their number one role, to take care of the employees.
Do they keep a file?
Yes, they do. They
And
do.
who has custody of the file?
When I was the admin officer, I have the file.
So which means the admin officer would be in custody of the file?
Yes, because it's in my handing over. Yeah.
And departments? How many departments do you have in council?
We have two, that is the planning and the finance department. The other units, they are not departments. That is the procurement and the audit.
Oh, are they well staffed, these departments? When you were there?
Yep, yeah, they are.
Can you please tell us the staff in relation to all these departments? Starting with the finance department.
The finance have I can't see specifically in,
Yes.
but I know they have
Direct.
the finance director, the finance manager, the acting finance manager, the accounts clerk, the revenue collectors. I think 6. Yeah.
6 revenue collectors. All together.
We have Panchang, Wasu, Kaur, Same. I think they are about 7, if I am right. Yes, 7, something like it.
Cashiers?
They don't have a cashier.
Why is that? You don't have a paying out cashier, you don't have a receiving cashier?
No.
Is there any reason?
I guess these rules are done by the finance department with the directive of the director of finance.
Is that proper administration?
Well, I won't say no.
Why
I
would you say no?
can't even say yes as well.
Why would you say no?
Because I know that they do the cashier work there. Because there are people that are designated to do it. But to say specifically like the portfolio given to someone to say this is the cashier, that is not there. The finance manager does it. Sometimes the accounts clerk also do it.
Would you categorize yourself as someone who is very much familiar or competent in relation to the job of an administrator?
Yes, that's my training. That's my competence.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I agree as well.
Yeah.
So, in that regard, the absence of having the absence of a cashier, paid out cashier, or receiving cashier, you don't think that is an issue?
You know, Puntaur is not like other councils that are big, then they need all these portfolios. The revenue there is small, so some of these things are multitasked. They give it staffs to do multitasking.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
Is that a request?
In the finance department?
Allowed by the relevant accountant laws, that is the financial and accounting manual or the finance and audit actual form with regards to local governance. Is that allowed?
To do
multitask, to have the finance director do the job of a cashier or an accounts clerk?
And I don't remember seeing the finance director is doing the cashier work.
No, but you said that they multitask.
Yes, I said the directive of the finance director would ask the others like the finance manager, accounting clerk, and all those stuff to do it, because the accounts clerk and the finance manager and the accounting assistants are the ones doing those kind of work.
To start with, we have evidence of respect to the fact that finance director was receiving cash. That we have evidence. We have had witnesses testify with respect to paying to the finance director.
Okay.
You understand? So if you say it is not within your knowledge, that probably will be fair enough. If it is not a cover up, it will be fair enough. But you have the financial manual. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I do look at it time to time, because as an administrator, sometimes when people make things, you have to go to the books that are there to guide yourself.
But are you familiar with it? Do you know that some of the requirements would be mandatory? It would not be an option. You would not have an option to choose or allow a particular individual who occupies a particular position to multitask.
I agree.
Why is it necessary to have the relevant personnel to man a certain office?
For management control purposes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite important. You must have some checks and balance.
Sure.
The case.
I agree.
So if you have the accounts clerk doing the job of a cashier, the same accounts clerk has his or her functions clearly outlined in the financial manual.
That's true.
As to what he has to do.
That's true.
Everyone's job is being checked by the other. So again, I repeat, do you not think that the absence of a cashier paying out or receiving would not be proper?
Yeah, I agree. It won't be proper. I agree.
Now, did you write to that effect to the CEO or the CEO, mainly because that's your line of communication, to address these issues?
No.
No. Is there any reason why you did not do that?
If you look at my position at that time, I was an administrative officer.
Yes.
Not in the senior management to do certain decisions. That's I don't think that's in my purview to decide whether we need a cashier or we should have a cashier at that time.
Do you not see yourself as someone who part of the senior management?
No, at that time I cannot take that decision. I don't think I should.
No, not this decision. The CEO has the ultimate decision together with council. Do you understand that?
I know.
Not the decision. The idea of flagging out some irregularities would probably be within your mandate as the principal administrator in an institution. When you see that a certain department is handicapped, also you would be in the proper channel to point it out. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Is that the reason why that was not done?
Well, this one I have not done that. I have not done that.
Now, moving forward, internal auditor. There is no internal auditor.
Of course, there is internal audit.
Since when?
2014, I don't know, I think, if I'm right.
2014.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the staff in the internal audit department?
There are only two. You have the internal controller and the internal auditor.
Their qualifications, do you know?
I know they've done their accounting training. Yes. I can't say specifically what level at this point in time, but I know that because the internal auditor was once sponsored to go to the Management Development Institute to have his training. And for the internal controller, he's still living in school when I was living in Kuntao.
Do we have all the payments in relation to council's expenditures passing through internal audit?
Well,
do you have at the time?
Well, I don't think I can answer that question. That's the finance. That's related to finance than I, because their vouchers go through the finance, not me, and the CEO. It does not come to my table.
What is your relationship with the other departments in relation to whether they are functioning effectively or not?
Well, with the audit, because it's administration, I usually tell them whether the reporting, like the way the transaction between the finance and the audit, because usually the cash books goes here and there. What I tell them is to ensure that it is written, like if the auditor is going to collect the books from the finance, let it be in record so that at least we don't have this problem of this voucher was here, no, you are here. So those are the administrative things I usually do with them, and also maybe have meetings to find out what their challenges are in their unit administratively, if we can sort it out. But in terms of the vouchers and all those stuff, that's not my end.
When you say that's not your area, what are you trying to?
I mean, I don't usually do those kind of. I'm not aware of how the vouchers go and come. Their financial transactions.
Right. So let's look at your TOR.
Yeah.
It says job responsibilities include provide general administrative support to the office of the CEO, prepare correspondences, special reports in any staff appraisal, monitor and coordinate the upkeep and maintenance of the assets and premises within the support of the CEO, supervise staff assigned to the administrative activities, establish clear work objectives, conduct timely and effective performance appraisals, provide coaching and feedback, and support staff development opportunities. Administer and manage the logistics and contacts for services. Maintains and update files, database records, etc. Undertake and assist in the recording and processing of invoice, receipts, and payments as required when necessary. Administer the daily office operations and coordinate logistics requirements for the council. Arrange hospitality purchase supplies to ensure smooth running of the organization. Maintain the central finance system, general database, and archive. Provide administrative support for matters related to the premises and operations, including security, insurance, and transport. So, with respect to your role, you have a direct supervisory role in relation to all the other departments.
Sure.
That you have.
Sure.
And it's clear in your mandate. So, for instance, if the finance department they're not doing their job in relation to making sure all vouchers are pre-audited, you would have a role to make sure that you bring that issue up.
Sure.
Do you see?
Sure.
That. But then we have information that for the major part of 2018 to 2023, there were no pre-auditing done. Do you know whether was this within your knowledge?
At that time, I was not in the administrative cadre.
Well, in 2021, you were in the administrative.
Yes, but the 2021 there was no pre-auditing at that time. It was 2018 when I was the secretary then at that time. Not yeah.
So in 2021, there were no pre-audited done as well.
In 2018.
Yes. Quarterly audit reports, do you know?
I know they are, but it's not given to me. I don't have access to them. They usually give it to the CEO.
The CEO.
Yeah.
All right. Contracts committee? Was there any contracts committee?
Yeah, there is.
How effective was this contracts committee?
They do have their meetings, though I'm not part of it. It's the CEO that sits in that committee.
Now, staffs that were on contract. Yes. What can you tell us about that?
Okay. There was a time when I came in as the administrative officer, and the CEO realized that there were staff that were overdue in terms of not being retired, but we wrote a notification letter to retire to ask them go for pensions.
Yes. We
did that, and also went into the recruitment of people who are going to replace them.
Yes.
But in the event we had people already in the recruitment, we've recruited them, but then the issue is now they are new, they don't know the system, and they also have to go on the training. So we decided to give the senior accountant to train those people, that's the revenue collectors. But when it comes to because the tensions is too is the revenue collectors and also some market collectors plus the health laborers. But in Kuntao and even most of the council, to have health laborers as staff is very difficult. So when we pensioned them, to have somebody that replaced them became a problem. So we decided to, and most of them also applied for contracts. So we decided to give them a year contract so that before we can get orders to replace them. And with the revenue collector side, before the orders will be ready with their orientation and training, then these people can proceed on the work. That was the reason why a contract was given.
Now, what was the process that was?
They applied
awarding these contracts to these employees?
They applied, and we took the matter to the establishment committee. And after they gave a recommendation, then we issued them a contract.
Promotions? How do you administer promotions at the council level?
When the ones that are under us, most of the time we do.
Who are the ones under you?
Like, yes, in terms of grading, I know you understand, because as you know, the law, the ones that are from grade 5 to 6 is not in our mandate to promote them, but we do 5 upwards is the service commission that does it.
What?
Four, because 1 to 3 we can redesignate, and the designation and the deployment that is in our purview, but then to promote some of the staffs, that is the role of the local service commission. Yeah.
So you have not been promoting staffs without the knowledge or consent of the service commission?
No, you can't do that. And
what have you not been doing that? No.
No.
You sure about that?
Promotion?
Yes.
No, I know we've done the designating and copying the service commission, and that we do it in consultation with the establishment committee because the recommendations comes from there. But promoting, no, I'm not aware.
All right.
I'm not aware.
Now, for contracts, we have a committee that looks into it to award contracts to to staff.
Yeah.
What is, don't just say yeah if you are not sure.
Because I'm not part of
to be sure.
No, I am not part of the contract committee, and
contracts committee. That's different from the contracts committee. When we say the contracts committee, we're talking about procurement. I'm not talking about contracts, awarding contracts.
Okay, of the staffs.
Retired.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a committee for that?
No. The establishment committee take care of those things.
They do.
It's the establishment committee that take care of those.
You don't involve the service commission?
No, we did these contracts now.
Why?
Well, okay,
should they be involved?
They should.
And why involved in our contracts?
Well,
because remember, their appointments were already exhausted. The period of their appointment, they would probably have reached a certain age, which will render them to be for the contract to be the appointment to not be valid anymore.
Yeah,
they continue to work for the institution, or maybe they no longer work for government based on reasons of health or other issues.
Yeah,
if they regain their health, they can come back. For instance, just giving an example.
Yeah.
So when they cease to be staff of council, then if they have to come back again and work for council and be given contracts, would it not be proper to communicate or have correspondence with the commission?
I agree.
So why was that not done? Is that the reason?
Well, I don't think there was a. I think we were just pressed that we needed somebody to work, and we can leave the place not being clean and the revenue not being collected. It was a pressing moment at that time, but it's really wrong not to copy the service commission.
Did you know at the time that you were supposed to not just to copy them? Copy them means you have the discretion.
Yeah.
To appoint, or to appoint on contract. But apparently, you are just informing another body or authority.
I agree.
That would suggest that is what would be in fact when you say copy.
Yeah.
The decision to appoint itself would not be, if I'm right, we don't have had that power.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, because when a staff works on a specific time of appointment or on a specified time of an appointment, the service commission should decide the employment.
That's right.
So, but did you know this at the time?
At the time, well, if I say I don't know, I might be lying, but we didn't do it. That's the right word.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many? Do you have a list of the people that you have awarded contracts to?
Yeah. I need the list. This they are copying. I think they're all of them here. These are the awarded contracts. At least it's yes.
That's it. So the list is exhaustive. This is the full list during your time.
Yeah.
We apply to tender the following documents from the witness. The first is a letter addressed to the chairman establishment committee from the admin officer. The subject is staff retirement. The date is 14th of April 2021. It has a list of the staff that are due for retirement, 13 in number. We also have a document. The date is start of August 2021. The subject is contract. Addressed to Iliman Keita. Another 3rd August 2021 contract awarded to Masiri Gay. We have another document, the same date, addressed to Iliman Keita. Another contract awarded on the same date to Sarah C. Another contract awarded to Mahmoud K. Sise, the same date, August 2021. Musa Sise was awarded a contract on the same date. Mamadou P. Jalon was awarded a contract on the same date. Well, Masile we have 2 documents. So you can talk one. We also have Fan Nyang, 3rd August 2021. The contract was awarded to Fan Nyang by Kundo Area Council. We apply to have these documents admitted to evidence and marked accordingly.
The following documents presented by the witness are admitted as follows. Staff retirement. This is addressed to the Chairman Establishment Committee, and it is from the admin officer. It is dated 14th of April 2021. It is copied to the Chairman Control Area Council and to the establishment chairman. The second letter is dated 3rd of August 2021. It is addressed to Ilman Keta, and it is from the Chief Executive Officer with the subject contract. It is copied to the Chairman of the Council, Director of Finance, Director of Planning and Development, Chairman Establishment, and a file copy is maintained. The letter is dated 3rd August 2021. It is addressed to Masire Gay, and it is from the Chief Executive Officer with the caption contract. It is copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Chairman Establishment Committee, Director of Planning and Development, and a file copy is maintained. This letter is dated 3rd August 2021. It is addressed to Ilman Keta. It is from the Chief Executive Officer with the subject contract. It is copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Director of Planning and Development, Chairman Establishments, and a file copy is maintained. And this letter is dated 3rd August 2021. It is addressed to Sarah C. It is from the Chief Executive Officer with the subject contract. It is copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Director of Planning and Development, Chairman Establishment, and the file copy is maintained. This letter is dated 3rd August 2021. It is addressed to Momodu Kesise from the Chief Executive Officer with the subject contract. It is copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Director of Planning and Development, Chairman Establishment Committee, and the file copy is maintained. This letter is also dated 3rd August 2021, addressed to Musa Assisi from the Chief Executive Officer, and it has the subject contract. It is also copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Chairman Establishment Committee, Director of Planning and Development, and a file copy is maintained. This letter is also dated 3rd August 2021. It is addressed to Momodu P. Jalo, and it is from the Chief Executive Officer with the subject contract. It is copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Director of Planning and Development, Chairman Establishment, and a file copy is maintained. The final one is also dated the 3rd of August 2021, and it is addressed to File Nyang. It is from the Chief Executive Officer, and it is also copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Chairman Establishment Committee, Director of Planning and Development, and a file copy is maintained. These documents are admitted in a bundle as exhibiting evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KTRC/AN/003.
Ask the Commission, please. Now, may I have the exhibit, please? Now, you were in a meeting that you discussed the appointment of these individuals on contract?
Yeah, the matter was taken to the establishment committee.
Okay.
For recommendation, because what happened, as I told you, the having people replace, we can empty the market without having others to work. And if we're doing the recruitment,
what does that mean?
There are few market collectors that were there. I think 3.
You can't empty the market without.
They are very key, because in Kuntaur with the Lumos are where we get our resources. The market is not like here, around here, every day. It's only Mondays. So we were in the recruitment process. So if we I know. It's not a good justification, though, but this was our justification at that time. Yeah.
Well, you have been honest, but it's not good enough.
Yeah, I know.
You have a population in Kuntaw Area Council.
Sure.
You have more than 2.5 million in Gambia. You understand? You knew at the time that these people would reach a certain retirement age if they are going to retire. You know exactly when they are going to retire. You have all the time to know they will be retired.
Council, you didn't hear what I said at the beginning.
Please.
When we came, these people have already, they are even overdue. We decided to retire them. Some of them could not even get anything after their graduate were calculated.
Even with that,
when we came as at that time, try to regulate some of these administrative lapses.
Yes.
So, but then unfortunately, we also did one that is giving contract without the notification of the service commission. I agree with that.
That's one.
But already, all of them are already over 60 at that time when we are doing this notification.
Yes, that's one.
Yeah. So it's not like we need to plan for it. The planning should have been done earlier before even I am a city officer.
I agree. You have made really effort to try to regularize.
Sure.
That was really wrong. My point is, you have them on contract for instance, Modu P. Jawad says, I'm pleased to inform you that your application for a contract as market collector at Wasu Market has been approved with effect from 3rd August 2021 to the 1st December 2021. That's 5 months?
Yeah, but some of them even declined. These contracts, like Modu P, 1 month he left. It's not everyone that were respected the contract. But the reason why this came as a query was when the notification, because I was doing my master's then, when the national audit came for auditing, this couldn't be presented. They did not see these records.
Okay.
So that's was they have seen their names and already we've notified them that they are going, and they have not seen any justification to see why we were paying them after retiring them.
Okay.
That was the reason why it came as a query.
The ones who did not honor or who couldn't honor the agreement?
Pardon?
For the ones who couldn't proceed on contract, were they ever replaced?
Yeah, I told you we were in the recruitment period process. So when the new ones were already ready with their training, they went to the field and all these people were just released.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was not like being there for the whole period. They were all released after the query had been mentioned.
All right.
Yeah.
So as far as you're concerned, apart from the fact that the contracts, the service commission were not really contacted to do the necessary decision, you have acted in the right manner in relation to trying to give them short contracts, so that you can
at least somebody can be in the market collecting the revenue.
All right. Seems convincing. The other issue is, apart from these ones, there were no other individuals given contracts?
No. This was just a one-off we did.
One-off.
Yeah.
Advisors? Do you know whether council had any advisors that they contracted?
Advisors?
Advisors, yes.
Contract? No, yes. I'm not aware of that.
You're aware of that.
Yeah.
And trainings, how about staff trainings in relation to other areas like IT, finance? Do you have any staff trainings?
Yeah, staff do go for training. Few usually go for training. Yeah.
Please explain to us the policy you had.
We worked on a training policy. I think it's still in progress because it has not been adopted yet. But we've managed to get a policy, and we've done the review with the council. I think it's in the adoption stage.
It was.
But it is.
Still now.
I don't want to lie, but when I was leaving, the first and second review was in my presence.
Where was it since 2021? We're in 2024.
No. The policy didn't come at 2021. At 2021, we don't
need for policy in 2021.
Pardon?
I'm just saying, why was there no need for a policy in 2021?
Why there was no need
for a policy, or why was there not a policy in 2021?
As you grow in your career, you get certain developments, and then when I was an admin officer, the bringing of the policy is not only my idea and my decision. There's a management to decide on that, so it's a teamwork.
Did you bring it up?
No, I didn't bring it up.
So you failed as a team.
Yeah, we did, but at least we're fixing it. We already fixed it. In fact, there's a policy already in place.
IT policy?
IT policy, when I was leaving, we were drafting it, but it's not done. We tried to work on it.
For 3 good years?
No, we didn't. I did not start it in 3 years. I started it, I think, in 2023. In 2023, with the IT, because it's their specialty. So I asked them to work on it.
Is there an IT department in 2021?
Unit is a unit. Yes, there's an IT.
2021. Was there an IT unit in 2021?
Yes.
How many people were there?
There are only two.
Two. And do you know where they were qualified in IT?
Yeah.
What were the names and qualification? Do you know?
The senior IT officer is Kuala Musacha.
Right.
And his assistant is Muhammad YB Seka. Yes.
And
who came, I think, in 2021 also. He's a new staff.
They have their own office.
Yes.
Is it well established with the necessary working tools?
No.
Why is that the case?
Well, the working tools in Kuntao is a challenge. We don't have enough resources.
What do you mean you don't have enough resources?
The revenue we have is too small to furnish all these offices, so we do it gradually.
How do you generate in a year? What was your revenue baseline in a year?
It depends. Some of the years then in 2018 and so was around 6 million and so. But yes, it's a small council.
But you don't have 6 million for a small council, and do you receive your subventions regularly?
I don't have proof of it, but I do hear that the subventions come. I take it because I don't see any proof that.
How's the staffing like? Do you have an issue of overstaff?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why do you think that?
We don't. We don't have overstaffing. I think we have like 74, something like that, if I am right. Something like that. Because with Kunja, we take care of the health laborers, the cleaners in some of the hospitals and the the health centers, the major health centers and the post clinics and all those of the health laborers. They are all our staffs. We are even paying them. But with the ones that in the office, no, we are not overstaffed.
You are paying the health workers?
Yes, in the clinics that are the hospital health centers that are in the region. That is Sierra, not. Yeah.
And is it the area council that constructed the health post in those areas?
No.
You don't know?
No, I think we help them sometimes in.
Were they employed by council?
Yeah. Usually when these health centers, when they need, they write to the councils and councils staff them.
Do you know how they generate their income?
Who?
The health facility you have in that area?
No.
You don't know?
No.
So they are under the Ministry of Health?
Yes, they are all on the Ministry of Health.
But they don't get their salary from government?
I don't know. I only know we help their health laborers feel like it's not all the health laborers they have. Like in Kunta, we only have one person that we are paying, and Kaur as well, and some of the health centers. All the wards that have them, many the health posts or health centers, we at least have one or two in their clinics that we pay their staffs.
What is the relationship you have with the schools as well?
Schools, we take the support. Sometimes they write requests for support. That I know because some of the letters when the CEO is not there, it comes to my desk. So that's I can see those ones.
But that's why your relationship stops.
Yeah.
Strategic plan? You have a strategic plan?
Yes, we do.
in 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, an establishment register,
Yes, there's an establishment register.
fixed asset register.
Yes,
So all these are present.
they are present.
If we request for it, we'll get it.
Yes, you will get it from the appropriate people. Yeah.
Now I have
Just ask. On the issue of the assets register, are you familiar with the content of the audit report that made findings on the said assets register? That is the audit covering the period January 1st January to 31st December 2018.
No, I've not. Yes, I don't.
Not had opportunity to in this report, they indicated that you had an incomplete register.
Okay.
In the audit report.
Yeah.
It says incomplete assets. This is contained in page 15 of the audit report.
Okay.
The audit report that was done in 2018.
I have not seen the report.
And if these reports, if the audit reports are presented to management, as of 2021, were these audit issues discussed at the level of management? To highlight some of the issues that have been raised by the auditors?
Well, I don't have the evidence of it because when this was presented in the management, I was doing my master's. I was not in the office, but I was aware that they had a meeting. But I can't say what happened in the meeting because I was not there.
And your management did not draw your attention to the issues that are raised in this?
No.
Because there are so many issues that were raised, like the fact that the council did not have a clerk. And at some point, it is the admin assistant that was taking the minutes of council.
Yeah.
And these minutes were not even endorsed or signed. So they are not authenticated. And sometimes it's the CEO that takes minutes and they are not authenticated.
Well, I was not in that meeting, but I guess it has been addressed because we had a clerk after, and there's still a clerk.
As at the time they made this reference, you were not the admin
assistant? No, 2018, no. 2018, no. No.
Yes.
But there's a clerk now. I think maybe that's the reason why the clerk came then. Because I guess I was designated to admin as the assistant. Then the clerk was taken to.
You've been asked by council whether you had a policy. When was the policy put in place?
The training policy?
Well, the report highlighted the council did not have a management policy. So was it during your time that the policy was developed?
Yeah, with the training policy, yes. And there are so many policies that...
Just the training or the general management policy?
No, it's the training that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of any management policy. Yeah, not that.
Those issues also were raised in the report, in the audit report of 2018. And there have been a lot of issues that were raised in 2018. And subsequently, these issues were also restated in the 2019-2020 audit report. And it seems not so much steps were taken to address some of the concerns that the auditors did raise in their earlier reports.
Unfortunately, I was not.
You were not
there at that time. I was in the junior cadre then.
All right. Council, you may proceed.
Yes. So as at the time you were promoted to principal admin officer.
Yes.
You've already had your master's degree?
Yes, I had my master's then.
Do you know why you were not promoted to the position of a director of admin?
I didn't know, but I was lucky. I was the one who received my letter at the ministry. I said, I was not as a director. Given the director position because I thought I had the capacity already. But
Absolutely.
that is not in my purview to decide.
No,
But I said it. I was stubborn to say it in the presence of the commissioners there to say, when I saw myself, what? I don't deserve this.
you don't. I don't
Yes,
think
I said it there.
I think you,
I felt bad that day, to be honest.
when you were given the position of principal admin officer instead of director
Yeah.
of admin, so you never had a director.
No, and now I'm the acting director of Admin Camara Council.
No, what I mean at Kuntawood,
No, I didn't.
even though you had your master's degree,
Yeah.
there was no director of admin,
No.
and you had to serve in that position until 2023,
Pardon?
and you have to be in that position for about 3 years.
No, I was there as the admin officer for 3 years. During my admin officer position, that was when I went for my master's. So when I came, I wrote to the service commission that I deserve to be promoted. That was when I was given the principal admin.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah.
The point is you were given principal admin in 2021. Correct?
Yes, and in my letter, in fact, I wrote it there. And because what the law says is to have at least 2 years experience as an administrator and with a master's degree. And I had that. So when I saw the principal admin, I was offended, obviously.
All right. So why did you stay? Why did you stay? Why you stayed for a while, for about 2 years?
No, it's not 2 years. My principal admin was in February, and in November they fixed it and promoted me to the active dialogue admin on my request because I request for transfer. Yeah.
So the other issue is in relation to your statement on the issue of rates and taxes, the areas you have.
Yeah.
How were you dealing as a council in relation to these areas?
Yeah. This is a area that is between council and I think coming back and forth between council and social security.
Right.
And I remember taking the letter to them to telling them they owe us as a council.
Right.
But I think until now that it is not paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ndongo, unless there are questions for you by or from the commissioners, that would be all from the lawyers. Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
Very good evidence.
Yes, I just have one last question. You have indicated in your last speech that the only money owed in terms of rates and taxes, you said you did write up to Social Security to pay these monies.
Yeah, the council wrote, and I remember taking the first letter. I was the one who delivered it to their office.
And as at the time you left,
they are not. I think they are not paid. They are not paid.
Is that all for this witness?
Yes.
That's all for this witness.
Can I say something?
You can.
Did you request any documents from her?
No, because she is no longer there. We will write to the area council to get the documents that she had mentioned. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Do you have any documents that you wish to present
pertaining the social security issue? Or what?
For any documents that you wish us to have?
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you have the social security issue?
No, I guess you can get it from the CEO because the one I have is photocopy and it's not that good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And during the period you served, did you have the post to write to some of the collectors for suppression of revenue?
Yeah. Yes.
And what actions did you take?
When the suppression was
Documentation to that effect that you have written?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have it here.
The ones that I believe we saw documents.
Yes.
That indicated that some of these people were reaching to for suppressing that.
Yeah.
And we have seen that these collectors are still in the system collecting revenue despite repeated reprimands from the administration. Do you have documents to that effect?
Well, with the letter for the suppression, I don't have it here, but
collectors have. Did you write during your tenure?
I remember only one. That's Ansumana second, yeah. Because the others were I was because as I said I was doing my master, so back and forth to the office. So those ones I was not there.
Thank you so much, Madam Dongo. And when we have the documentation from the council, we need to call you to clarify issues for us on those documents. We will ask you to come back to help clarify the issues.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Can I plead with something?
Yes.
I don't know with the my appointment letters that I gave, the original copies. Can I get the photocopies also?
Yes.
Yeah,
I will direct that the
Thank you.
place with the registrar.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And hand you over the originals.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, did you hand over?
Yes.
when we
Yeah.
left?
Yes, I did. Over here. I did. You want the copy?
Please.
Do you have it? Yeah. Can we do it outside?
Pardon?
Let's say we'll have it, but I. Oops. Okay, oh. Oh. I have it here, but too many papers. Oh gosh. You can now put it. Remember putting in it. Madam Chair, can I check it? Because I also have my laptop in the car. But I remember packing it. So that I don't waste your time in checking it here.
We will give you time to go and
Thank you.
have it here. Then
I remember packing it. I remember packing it this night.
Yes, we will ask you to come back to hand it over so that we can submit it in evidence.
Thank you.
You are excused.
Thank you so much.
Registrar, please call it next witness.
Mr. Witness, welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
My name is MAMADI CAMARA.
Your religion. What is your religion? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Affirmation.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Okay, use your right hand. Raise your right hand to the hand and face the camera. And then repeat after me. I, Mamadi Camara, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kamara. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes. What are your names?
My name is MAMADI CAMARA.
Your address?
Kuntau Wharf Town.
Kuntawul Road Town.
Wharf.
Wharf Town.
Kuntau Wharf Town, yes.
Okay. And you work for Kuntawul Area Council
Exactly.
as the procurement officer?
Yes.
You were appointed as a procurement officer?
Yes.
Your first appointment?
No, my first appointment was an engine operator. From there,
Engine operator?
yes. In 2003.
Okay.
Yes.
When you say engine operator, what do you mean?
It is generator.
The generator?
Yes.
That's how you started?
Yes, that's where I started.
And then you rose through the ranks to be procurement officer?
Yes.
You have any qualifications related to procurement?
Yes, I did my certificate in 2020. Currently, I'm doing my diploma in procurement.
In 2020?
In 2020.
Certificate procurement?
Yes.
But when were you promoted to procurement officer?
In 2008. In 2008, I was acting procurement officer.
Without a procurement certificate or experience?
Yes, I was acting in 2008. From there, 2009, I was sent to KMC as on attachment for 3 months. Then later, 2020, I went on my procurement certificate. Then currently, I'm doing my diploma in procurement.
Okay. Can we have your appointment letters and any related document in relation to your appointment, that is the promotion letters or upgraded letters or any designation letters, if you have that? Do you have these originals?
Yes, I have the originals in me.
It's not with you.
No, I forgot. They are at the office. I photocopied them and I brought the photocopy.
Right. Now, next time, if you're asked to bring a document,
Okay.
just bring the original.
Okay.
We will still need you to bring the original so that we can.
Okay, no problem.
The commission will compare the documents.
Okay, no problem.
We apply to tender the following documents. They are in photocopied documents of the original. The first is a letter addressed to the witness, Mamadi Camara. The date is 18th of November 2002. The heading is temporal appointment as an operator for the council generator. We have a letter of acceptance, 5th January 2003. We have the confirmation of appointment as procurement officer, 3rd March 2009, signed by Keba Ames Dram, acting chief executive officer. We have 15th of August 2008, of appointment as acting procurement officer. We also have a recommendation addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kuntau Area Council, signed by Abdullah Pada Jani for the Chief Executive Officer. The heading is a recommendation in relation to the training of the witness, Mr. Mamadi Camara, 2nd December 2008. We plan to have these letters in addition as well as the certificate from Gambia Public Procurement Institute, Public Procurement Operations, and forwarded to Mamadi Camara. Says having certified examiners fulfilling all requirements of the institute is awarded the National Certificate Level 1 in Procurement Operations, 12th September 2022. Together with the examination results. Mr. Camara, you have so many A's and B's, huh?
Yes.
All right. Into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 18th of November 2002 addressed to Mamadi Camara with the subject temporal appointment as an operator for the council generator. It is signed by MFM Job, local government officer. It is copied to the chairman, Kuntur Area Council. And attached to this letter is an letter of acceptance dated the 5th of January 2003, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, and it is signed by Mamadi Camara, Generator Operator. A letter dated the 2nd of December 2008, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Contour Area Council. The letter is emanating from the Kanifing Municipal Council. It has the subject recommendation, and it is signed by Abdullah Bada Jane for Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Director General, GPPA. A letter dated the 3rd of March 2009 with reference KTR/1/GPPA/Volume 1, addressed to Mamadi Camara, Acting Procurement Officer, Kuntauru Area Council with the caption Confirmation of Appointment as Procurement Officer. It is signed by Keba A.M. Drame, Acting Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the PS, Local Government and Lands, Governor CRR, Chairman, Kuntauru Area Council, Acting Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 15th of August 2008. This is addressed to Mr. Mamadi Camara with the subject offer of appointment as acting procurement officer. It is signed by Keba A.M. Drame, acting chief executive officer. It is copied to the PS Department of Local Government and Lands, Governor CRR, Chairman Kuntauru Area Council, Director of Planning and Development, Acting Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. And the final document is GPP Institute, is the Public Procurement Operations certificate issued to Mamadi Camara. It is dated 12th of August 2022. These documents are admitted in a bond as exhibiting evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KTRC/MC/001.
Ask the commission, please. Now, please tell us what your general educational background.
Yes, I am born and brought up in Kuntauru town. From 1985 to 1991, I did my primary school career in Kuntauru Primary School. From 1991 to 1995, I later proceeded to Bansan Secondary School. From there, 2003, I was an engine operator. 2008, I was a procurement officer. In March 2009, I was confirmed. And 2020, I did my certificate in GPPA. Currently, 2024-25, I'm doing my diploma.
Very well. You also recall that on the 4th of March 2024, a statement was obtained from you by investigators of this commission.
Exactly.
Please go through that original document of yours. Take your time, and then you tell the commission whether that is the statement was obtained from you.
Exactly. That's it.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mamadi Camara, 4th of March 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement dated the 4th of March 2024 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LBC/KTRC/MC/003.
As the commission places. Now, how many of you in the procurement unit?
It's only me.
And what do you do as a procurement officer?
Okay, I advise the council when procuring. I advise the council when procuring goods, works, and services.
Go ahead.
Goods, works, and services to obtain value for money.
To obtain value for money.
Yes.
So when you say value for money, what do you mean?
To have when they are procuring materials, they have the materials that are efficient and fit for purpose.
Efficient and fit for purpose.
Exactly.
And also to have the right price for the right goods or services. So that you wouldn't pay more than you were supposed to pay. You can pay less, it's okay, but you wouldn't pay more.
Yeah, exactly.
That you were supposed to pay, right?
Yeah.
And you sit in the contracts committee. Do you have a contracts committee?
Yes, we have contract committee.
And
procurement contract, we have two contracts committees. We have the procurement contract committee and the contracts committee, council contracts committee.
Why would you have two committees?
That's how I found that one there.
Yeah, but is that necessary?
Well, that one is not to my knowledge. Yes. Administration.
No, but you have
we have procurement committee. We have in any institution, when there is a procurement unit, you must have a procurement committee that consists of 3 members: the chief executive, the director, and the procurement officer.
That's the procurement committee.
That's the procurement committee.
And then the contracts committee
also is there.
Different.
It's different, yeah.
Who would comprise what would comprise the contracts committee?
The contract committee, I think the development officer is there. It's part of the contract committee.
Development officer?
Development officer.
Where?
Yeah, and some of the councillors also are part of the contracts committee.
The contracts committee?
Yes.
What is the role of the contracts committee?
The role of the contracts committee, well, that one is up to my knowledge because I've only concentrated at the procurement side.
No. I'm now talking about awarding of contracts, making decisions.
Yes.
In procurement, you want to procure 1,000 bags of rice. Who makes the decision and what is the process?
The process that we are going to follow is, we have a committee, we have a procurement committee.
Yes.
Maybe when we are going to procure rice, we are going to look for somebody who has technical know-how.
Okay.
Maybe he or she will be opted.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what would be the contracts committee's role in that?
No, for the contract committee, I have no knowledge on their function. I have only the only knowledge that I have is the procurement officer, the procurement committee contracts.
Do you know that the Procurement Act of Regulation talks about the contracts committee?
Yes.
And what is the role of the contracts committee going by the law? You have studied at least A-level procurement.
The procurement, the contracts committee is there, to award contracts. When there is contracts, to sit as a committee and award it to the most responsive bidder or any supplier.
Yes, let's say that. I'll agree on that. And then how is that different from the procurement committee?
Well, in the councils, I know that there are any procurement office, they have a procurement committee.
Okay.
Yes.
But how is it different from the contracts committee?
For the contract committee, I made that one there. And in the law, in any procurement unit, you must have a procurement committee.
All right. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So now, who takes decisions or who makes decisions in relation to procurement?
The decisions is made by the CEO.
By the CEO?
Yeah.
Individual?
CEO, yes.
He decides what to procure, when to procure, how much, and how.
Yeah.
Why is that?
No, for the procurement, we have procedures.
You have?
Procedures that we follow.
What are these procedures?
When you need something, like a unit need something from the administration.
Right.
They write to the administration.
Right.
When the approval was done.
Right.
And they will minute to the procurement unit.
How do you call that?
The procurement process.
Yeah, how do you call it? When a department, for instance, writes to the CEO requesting for something, they say they need a laptop.
So they request.
Okay.
They place a request.
Place a request.
Yes.
Okay. And then
when they place a request, they will take it to the CEO. Then the CEO will minute it to the director of finance. When there is whether there is phone availability. When there is a phone availability, he or she, the director of finance, will minute it to the procurement unit to go in for the specifications.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once it comes to the procurement unit, what do you do?
The procurement unit also will advise. And you have the specification and tell them the amount.
Tell who the amount? The CEO.
Yes. The invoice will be collected from various suppliers. If at all is RFQ 20,000 above, we will obtain 3 invoices minimum. If what is single source, maybe we can make direct sources from one supplier, and that will be to the CEO, and the CEO now will tell us to start the process.
That is the wrong procedure.
Okay.
That is not the correct procedure. So you would have to refer every procurement to the contracts committees. The contracts committee makes the decision to decide on the method of procurement.
Okay.
And I'm sure you know the different methods of procurement.
Yes.
What are these different methods?
We have 7 methods.
Okay.
We have single source procurement.
Right.
We have RFQ. Right. We have open tendering, restricted tendering, international procurement, and yes.
International open tender.
Or open tender, yes.
And national.
Yes.
But they are all tender.
They are all tender.
Yes. But you also, in that process as well, all the decisions are made by the contracts committee, should be made by the contracts committee, not the CEO, the contracts committee. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If they opt for a single source, there would be the regulation in relation to why single source.
Yes.
So the idea that the CEO makes decision for procurement is not correct.
For sure.
If that is the process adopted, that would not be wrong. You understand?
Yes.
Now, how have you been involved in procurement when you were there as a procurement officer?
Yes, some procurements are there. I'm involved.
Some,
yes, but not all.
others, no.
No, yes.
Do you know why?
That one is up to my knowledge.
You don't know why. Have you raised this issue?
No, I don't raise it. Well, I don't write to them, but verbally I raised that issue to them.
You verbally?
Yes.
What did they say?
I told them that as far as you are the people who send me on training, any procurement that you should do conduct in this office here should be passed through my office.
Absolutely.
Verbally.
But they don't do that.
No.
When did they start doing that?
They start doing that in 2021.
2021.
When at least given some responsibility of procurement.
Some responsibility.
Yes.
You haven't still been given full, but some responsibility.
No.
And is there any explanation to that effect?
To what?
For not giving you responsibilities in procurement.
Yeah, the responsibility that I'm giving, is concerning about the fuel allocations.
Okay.
The fuel allocation in 2021 is under my responsibility.
Fuel allocation. What else?
Yes. Yeah, maybe procurement of furnitures also, office furnitures.
Okay.
If I can fully remember.
How about major procurement?
Like whether vehicle. No, no. You don't want. No.
Do you have meetings? The procurement committee or the contracts committee, whichever you are part of, you have meetings?
Yeah, if I can remember, we have one meeting concerning about the borehole drilling. The borehole drilling at Kofa and Buntu.
Borehole drilling at?
We have a borehole drilling at Kofa and Buntu.
How many boreholes?
We dug 3 boreholes. 3? Yeah.
Okay.
3 boreholes.
And then you were involved in that one?
Yes, for that one, I'm involved.
What process was followed?
We followed the TR process, the restricted tendering process.
Why is that? Why would you restrict the tender when there are so many experts or so many people that know how to drill boreholes?
For that one, we sat as a committee and decide that we should do the.
Why? Why is there the reason to restrict the tender and choose probably 1 or 2 people to award the contract when there are so many people or companies that are drilling boreholes? What is the rationale? What is the reason?
The reason behind that, we see that those contractors, we have been making so many boreholes with them. So before we are going to give it to other people, let's go to certain and then we call on their attention for them to bid.
Who are these contractors?
Bilateral also is bilateral.
Yes.
And Blue Man. They are the one who won these contracts.
Now, how many boreholes do you have the list of the boreholes that were drilled during your time? I mean, you're still there from 2018.
Pardon?
By the way, do you have a procurement file?
Yes.
Okay, where is the file?
Yeah, for that borehole here.
What are these documents?
Yes.
What are these documents?
Those are the correspondence for GPPA. For the building of the borehole.
For the boreholes. How many boreholes?
3 boreholes.
3 boreholes.
Yes.
But you don't have a file? You have a procurement file?
Yes, I have a file for them. The contractor's file.
The contracts file?
Yeah, the contract file.
Where is that file?
I don't bring that file.
You?
The contracts file.
Yes.
No, I don't bring that one.
Okay. Please write it down. We will want you to produce the contracts file covering all procurement related issues from 2018 to 2023.
From 2018. 2018, huh?
Yes, the complete file, but more importantly, the information in relation to 2018 to 2023.
Okay.
We apply to tender the following documents as produced by the witness in relation to the drilling of 3 boreholes awarded to bilateral drilling company for 2 boreholes and 1 awarded to Mulumano. Is it Mulumano? Is that
Mulumano? Yes, exactly. Mulumano.
Mulumano Construction Company. Is from Gambia Public Procurement Authority, 31st March 2022, addressed to the CEO, Kuntaur Area Council. We have APA Form 012, declaration by members of Contracts Committee. It is in relation to conflict of interest. We have Gambia Public Procurement Authority. This is the percentage you pay.
Yeah, it's at GPPA.
At GPA.
When the bids were sold.
Yes.
Yes.
We don't need this.
Okay.
We have the request for approval for bidding document and procurement method. 1st March 2022, an evaluation report. 21st March 2022, and the meeting minutes of the Contracts Committee, 16th March 2022, at the Council's chambers. The agenda welcoming remarks. But you have welcoming remarks as an agenda. Bid opening, evaluation, and closing, or into evidence as an exhibit.
Thank you.
the 1st of March 2022 with reference GPPA slash KSE slash CR1 slash 22 in brackets 2 slash MKJ. The letter is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer of Kuntaur Area Council. It has the caption, Request for Approval for Bidding Documents and Procurement Methods. It is signed by Mamadou K. Jallo for Director General, and a file copy is maintained. Meeting minutes of the Contacts Committee dated the 16th of March 2022. The subject is bid opening for the construction of 3 boreholes. And attached to this meeting minutes is the members of the Contacts Committee attendance list. A letter dated the 21st of March 2022 with reference KTR AC/CC/001 in brackets 4, that this is addressed to the Director General GPPA 9 Carava Avenue, Kanifing, and the subject is evaluation report. It is signed by Mamadou Sambu, CEO, and it is copied to the chairperson for the Contracts Committee, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 31st of March 2022 with reference GPPA/KAC/TR1/22 in brackets 4/MKJ. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kuntaur Area Council, with the caption, Request for Approval for the Evaluation Report and Recommendation of Award for the Construction of 3 boreholes. It is signed by Mamadou K. Jallo for Director General, and a file copy is maintained. And the last document is the GPPA Form 012 declaration by members of the Contacts Committee. These documents are admitted in a bundle as an exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KTRC/MC/002.
As the commission places. Now, please don't forget to bring the procurement file together with the all the documents related to procurement. And the other issue, Mr. Camara,
Yes.
is in relation to procurement planning. Do you have a procurement plan in 2018?
Procurement plan in 2018. Yes, we have it. I have it.
You have it.
Yes, I have it.
2019?
2019, I have it.
22? 2020?
2020, that made me in school. No.
21?
21, yes, I have that one.
And 22 as well.
22, yes.
And 2023. How do you come up with a procurement plan?
Well, with the procurement plan, what we normally do is when the council budget is approved,
yes,
at the ministry,
yes,
from there is where I'm going to take and extract all the procurement related matters and make it as a procurement as a procurement plan.
That is your own procurement plan.
Yes,
as a procurement officer, but the budget cannot come before the procurement plan. I'm talking about the procurement plan of council. That is not only for you to do, it's for you and the contracts committee, the CEO, all the relevant stakeholders to know what you are going to procure in a given year. Is that not the case?
yes.
Yes. So basically, you will have a procurement plan, probably with part of what would inform the budget.
Yes.
Do you have that? Does council have a procurement plan?
Yes, I have a procurement plan for that. I have a procurement.
Not I have a procurement plan. Does council have a procurement plan?
Yes, but council has a procurement plan.
Do they submit this procurement plan to GPA?
Yeah, for prior approval.
For prior approval.
Yes.
Can you write it down, the procurement plan? We want you to submit all these procurement plans from 2018.
2018 to
2023. Now, do you submit monthly returns?
monthly reports, yeah.
To
GPPA.
You comply with that?
Yes, I comply with.
Do you have your copies of your monthly reports?
I have them, but I leave them at control. I have a soft copy with me here.
Okay, write it down. It's part of the documents that you will be asked to submit.
Procurement monthly reports.
Yes. Are you familiar with market surveys? Market research, market survey.
From time to time, I do that.
Time to time?
Yes, not always.
Why time?
Market surveillance.
Yes.
Yes.
Why time to time?
Because, in our area, so many people are there. They are not much conversant with this procurement procedures.
They don't have to be conversant. They don't have to be conversant.
So from there, sometimes I go. I have a special time where I go and sensitize them about the procurement. From there, from look of things, when I started this procurement, so many people registered. Few people registered with GPPA.
Yeah.
But when I even tell them about GPPA, they don't even answer to me because they don't know what is even GPPA.
That is pre-qualification.
Yeah.
You're talking about two different things. That's pre-qualification of the people you would intend to deal with.
Yes.
For instance, if you have suppliers or contractors or penetrators that you may be dealing with, you have to pre-qualify this to see whether they are GPA compliant. They have done the necessary registration and so on and so forth. You have a list of that?
List of
qualified procuring
who are registered?
Potential bidders, yes. So we have a list.
I have in our area. I have only, I think, 3 or so. It's not.
But do you have a list of that?
No, I don't.
The people who are registered with GPA.
No, I don't have the list.
Why?
Because there are only few registered with GPPA there. We have Sinakunda Enterprise who are registered with GPPA, and Dramekunda also is registered.
So, but you still need to have the list.
Okay.
You still need to have a list of
those
the registered suppliers or contractors.
Okay.
Yes, do you understand? That's you would not be in compliance with GPA regulation if you don't have a list of pre-qualification of bidders. You know these are the people that are registered. If they don't register, you make sure they register before they're given contracts.
Okay, no problem.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
If not, it will cost government financial loss.
Yes.
If you're giving contracts to individuals that are not registered. Do you get it?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. But market survey. You know what a market survey is?
Yeah, market survey. Sometimes to go into the markets and look at and ask for prices.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But for now, sometimes I do that but you have market, price elasticities. Sometimes the prices are not stable. Sometimes when I go there and certain surveillance, the next day when I come there, the elasticity will increase.
You don't have to be going there every 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Mr. Cameron, you don't have to be going to the market every 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Because if the prices are fluctuating, then you cannot have a proper survey. What does the law say or the act say or the regulation in relation to market survey?
No, I'm not much conversant with it.
Exactly. So you need to know the prevailing price in the market in a given time. That's for instance in a year.
Yes.
You should know. If you want to do it every 6 months because of fluctuation, it makes sense as well. But market surveys, you need to know market surveys. If you don't know the prevailing average prices, you would not be able to have a procurement plan as well, a proper procurement plan. Yeah. Because the price of a computer, you would want to know the price of, let's say, a bag of rice in a given period. You have to know because remember, this would inform as well the procurement plan you will have, so that you know how much money would reasonably be allocated for procurement of the goods or services you want to procure in a given year. Correct?
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah.
And so you have not been doing market surveys.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair enough. But I'm sure moving forward, you will start to do market surveys, Mr. Camara.
Okay.
And apart from market surveys, we have in your statement, you have clearly outlined that for the most part, they will not involve you in procurement.
Yes.
You've explained that.
Yes.
And we have the procurement compliance review for the year ended 1st January to 31st December 2022. Let me start with the one for 2021. You know this compliance review reports from GPA?
Yes.
And they analyze your procurement in a given year.
Yes.
Right? And for 2021, you have a total value of $21,745,307.59. Now, you have a total transaction going by the report of 3,129 procurement activities done in 2021, out of which 3,100 were single sourcing procurement and 29 requests for quotation. Why was that? Why were there no bidding done? Sorry, no open tender or done in 2021?
Perhaps maybe there is no open tender related procurement there.
That's why. Perhaps there were?
There were no procurement related at that which will
the threshold.
The threshold, yeah.
No. You have met the threshold in several instances in 2021. You have met the threshold. Were you taking part in procurement?
No, at that moment, any procurement that is done by me.
Yes.
RFQ and single sourcing.
Done by you?
By me.
Okay.
If I can remember. The only open restricted tender that I embark on is this drilling of the borehole.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So again, for instance, in page 17 of the report, you will see spare parts were procured. The amount is $400,000, but single source was the preferred option.
Spare parts.
Yes. The same spare parts 2019, $100,000, but also single source. $68,000 in 2019 as well for spare parts, single source. You understand that?
Okay.
And the non-compliance says there was no annual consolidated procurement plan for the period under review. There was no annual procurement plan presented to the reviewer on the year review. So the procurement was not followed, the due process was not followed. You also have similar incidents as well in 2021. So are you saying you did not take part in this procurement?
No.
You did not. And you said you don't know the reason why, correct?
Yes.
Now,
let's ask Mr. Camara, in 2020, you said, I think if I can get you rightly, you said you participated in the borehole drilling. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That was in 2020?
2020, yes.
Yes, but the reports we have indicated that the contracts were not done in accordance with the procurement rules. That is to say, to be very specific, you gave out a contract of 549,975 to Tonit's General Merchandise for borehole drilling at Kirmaka. You recall that?
Kirmaka?
Yes. For the sum of 549,975.
No.
You did not participate in it?
No, I don't participate in that.
This was in 2020.
No,
Are you not there?
No, that time made me in school in 2020.
So you also did not participate in the award of the contract of 552,300 to bilateral drilling and plumbing enterprise. You were not also there?
No,
You did not participate?
I don't participate in that one.
All right. Council, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Camara,
Yes.
you were involved in the contract awarded to Fatima Trading for the supply of office equipment.
Yes.
The amount is 400,000.
400,000.
What was the process followed?
Open tender. How to call it? Request for quotation method. RFQ.
What is the procedure for request for quotation?
The minimum of 3 quotations.
How do you get these 3 quotations?
We collected from different suppliers.
How many suppliers?
I think we have 3 suppliers.
Why would you go for the minimum? The law says the minimum is 3. You didn't say the maximum is 3.
Yeah.
So why minimum? Everyone goes for the minimum. Is that the reason?
For that one, it's a mistake. What
is it?
But perhaps maybe it's a mistake. But for that one, I will improve on that one.
No. There may be a reason why you settle for or with the minimum, but I just want to know. It appears to be the trend. Every they just get 3 quotations minimum, and then that's it. The law says the minimum requirement is you get 3 quotations.
Yes.
It didn't say the maximum requirement. So if you can get 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's what I said. I will improve on that.
You will improve on that.
Improve on that, yes.
Now, and these 3 people that you got quotations from, who are they?
I think it's Fatima Trading, Kangaroo, and there is still 3 invoices there. Fatima.
Where are they? Where is this procurement documents?
Those documents are sent to here. The payment vouchers are with you here.
The vouchers?
Yeah, the vouchers, yes.
But not the procurement, the file itself. I'm not sure whether we see, but I'm just saying the vouchers are here. And where are the procurement documents that we need to look at? You will have your own procurement file.
Okay, for that one, in the councils, that one, the procurement documents, when we do all the procurement proceedings, we send it to finance for payment.
Yeah, but you have your own, you retain your own copies.
Yes, that one. I don't. When the how to call it again? The GPP, when the GPP personnel on their compliance review, we take them to finance. We bring all the files from the finance and give it to them for their review.
Yes, but you have to have your own copy.
For that one, I don't have the copy.
We don't have a copy.
No.
Now, these 3 quotations, how did you solicit these 3 quotations? How did you request for these 3 quotations?
I requested 3 quotations, and I came here. They gave me free, and I come here. I came here and collect the 3 quotations.
How did you identify these 3 suppliers?
Well, to be sincere with you, yes. Most of the procurement in the government, the RFP procurement, most of the RFP procurement are single source. To be sincere with you.
Yes, I know.
To be candid.
Yes.
When I came, this was a time whereby it's the CEO who went to. I get disconnected through the CEO.
Yes.
He went to Janjambure.
Right.
When he saw their office furnitures,
right.
Then when he came back to the office and he told me that I went to Janjambure today. The office furnitures were very wonderful. I don't know whether you can make communication with the CEO so that he can direct where he procured these ones. So when he came, I called the CEO at Janjambure. At that moment, this Masise, who gave me the number of this guy. Fatima Saban.
Yes.
Then I communicated with Fatima Saban. I told her.
You mean Pasiet Sise?
Pasiet Sise, exactly. When I communicated with Fatima Saban, I told her that I heard that you are the one who supplied those office furnitures at Janjambure. Can you please help us to supply us with this kind of furnitures in our office? Because the CEO said they are very wonderful.
Now, it's technically, it appears as if you were only following instructions.
Yes.
Now, I understand you were technically a junior officer, procurement officer. you're not director or even a principal officer. But you knew at the time that that procedure was wrong.
Yes, obviously.
Is there any reason why you still went ahead and followed the instructions of the CEO?
That one is the mistake.
It's a mistake.
Yes, I apologize to the commission for that.
No. We understand. And again, thanks for your honesty. The issue is, I want to know now why you would follow the instructions of the CEO when your training, you know that, well, this is not, when you do something wrong, this is not really proper. We should really request and follow the due process. But then here you have your CEO telling you, follow this channel, you as a junior officer. Is it because you don't want to lose your job, or you see yourself, or you were treated as someone who is not very important in the office? What is the reason?
My reason there is he is the accounting officer, and he give instruction to me. So I cannot say no.
You can say no.
Yeah.
It's not correct. You can say no. It's not correct. He's the accounting officer. He can choose to get someone else do the job. He has the power to sign the checks. He can sign the check, and then afterwards he probably would be answerable. For instance, like a day like today. So, but you don't have to be used to do an act that is unlawful.
Yes, thank you for
So this procurement is not lawful because it didn't follow due process. You agree with that?
yes.
Is that the trend? For instance, when you have RFQ, it is mainly because they know the suppliers and then they instruct you to go and to contact the suppliers.
At most.
At most.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. Another issue is, you as the procurement officer, you are withdrawing money as well from council. Let me read what you wrote on your statement.
Yes.
On the issue of my cash withdrawals from the council's trust bank account should be totaling $570,000 in 2019 and 2020. I can remember that the withdrawals of $350,000 in April 2020 and $70,000 in September 2020 were all related to the purchase of rice during the COVID-19 period. However, the withdrawal of $150,000 in January 2019 was handed to the former CEO Pa Nfanso Tabo for procuring rice as well. Why would they write checks in your name to withdraw this huge amounts of money, or any amount of money, in relation to procurement?
Okay, thank you. That time it was COVID-19.
Yes.
COVID-19.
Right.
So the movement were restricted. And we have minimal movement. So that's why I took the risk to go and withdraw this money for us to purchase it and give it to the beneficiaries. And this money is where we are giving to us. Okay. Gambia Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry donated us 200,000.
Okay, we will proceed on that. It appears as if it is time, Honorable Chairperson, for the break.
Mr. Kamara, we will come back after the break.
Okay, thank you.
We may rise.
All right.